20th of October, an estimated 700,000 people marched in London to campaign for a referendum on the final Brexit deal, ahead of the UK's exit from the European Union, which is scheduled for March 2019. The demonstration was the largest in the UK after the protest against the Iraq War in 2003. The People's Vote organisers called for the people's democratic voice to be heard on Brexit. Since the referendum in 2016, they highlighted that we now know the true cost of the divorce bill, as well as the impact of Brexit on the National Health Service, workers' rights and public services. The International Observatory of Human Rights participated in the demonstration to raise awareness on the impact of Brexit on human rights.
When do we want it? Now! What do we want? People's vote!
The International Observatory of Human Rights are here today to raise awareness on what could potentially be the loss of some of our human rights that we currently have in the UK. We have to think carefully, particularly about LGBT rights, women's rights and disability rights that could be diminished without the EU Charter that will disappear once we leave.
I'm here because I'm concerned about what's going to happen to women's rights after we leave the EU, we withdraw from the EU Charter of Human Rights, and things like maternity pay, maternity leave. What's going to happen to us? I don't know.
I'm very concerned about environmental issues and about human rights. The environmental issues, the EU has dragged Britain kicking and screaming into so many environmental improvements, like having to clear up our sewage, having to clear up our polluted air, not being able to have battery chickens, all this sort of thing. That's all EU regulations have made us cleaner. And of course we've got the European Court of Human Rights. I thought it interesting, one of my friends in Wales, because I come from Wales, she said, I'm in favour of staying in Europe because the European Court of Human Rights will protect me. She felt that very strongly, and I think we need a neutral court for human rights that can look at it properly.
I'm a scientist from Germany working here in the UK, and I'm funded by EU money, and so it's the lab that I work in, and this funding is at stake.
My parents are British citizens who live in the southeast of Spain, in Murcia, and my dad's actually ill at the moment. They're pensioners, and they don't know what will happen in March. They don't know what the funding will be like. They don't know if his treatments will be covered.
I voted Remain because I love being part of an international community. I walk down the street, I hear languages from all over Europe, I have friends from all over Europe.
Together we can win a people's vote.